yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, Dave, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Wow. I don't love that throw by the QB, man. It's not a good idea to lob the football anywhere in the middle of the field because it gives defenders an opportunity to rally to the ball and knock it away.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lost one deep down the right side. What a snag by the defense.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you've got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking for a man. It's back. Quick completion on the out. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's caught. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to
and there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the Honey Badger before the Honey Badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quarterback checking off. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. He lets it fly. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
It goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes that Alabama offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bernard. Snowed under by the defense. Alabama quickly back to the line. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. They're trying to get to it. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Beck. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
He's marked out of bounds at the 8-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 21, Alabama 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They move the tight end all over. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over 1st and 10.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they play so hard, they don't give you a thing.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. They'll try it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Scanning the field, it's back. Gets it out fast. He's loose. Got enough space. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on.
Number 6.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well, because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Georgia.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Coming after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarter down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, and hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. as we'll see the #9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. But it's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Movement here from the tight end. He leaves it with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU quick to the line. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The give to the tailback. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown Tigers! He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin.
Number 29.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Now on second down. To stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After the misfire, it's second down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Horn. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire, and that linebacker showed that there.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. At the 35, he's loose. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. If you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for space. It's Durham. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box. so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Going up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. That's caught. It's Durham. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on first down. And the ball is picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into their own hands. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score, what a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. To the air, it's Sanders. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down.
Got a lot of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they finished with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like too heavy.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. He'll come out throwing on first down, getting some heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. LSU now operating in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the score.
The expressway is wide open. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has him set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll give it to him again. discards a man. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to run for it. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
They'll give it to the back.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Good timing on the quick out. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. An 84-yard drive there. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your two-possession win.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, LSU 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bucs! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
Looking to throw at Sanders. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
How about that, guys? That's basically a 15-point swing. Defense gets a pick 6, and then your offense gets the 2-point conversion. Wow.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized.
Deep shot for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6. Lining up for the PAT.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep.
Set to kick off.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He lets one fly deep, and it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth.
LSU 49, Colorado 29.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. He's going to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, LSU! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception. Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother